Hello, hello. I'm calling you from the airport a little bit earlier tonight because I'm expecting my dad to arrive at 8 p.m. So I like to jump a little bit earlier today and dived into a behavior change tonight because it's so important when we're doing this work because we don't want some change that people do for people can change for 1 week, people can change for 1 month, people can change for 3 months, but what we're looking for, it's something that is lasting and that is permanent change. So I want to give you some tip and explain the differences between change and transformation, and I will share with you as well my method, a simple method that always works and people follow it. And so I give you some nuggets so you can go forward. But first I want to celebrate you because it takes some courage to sign up for this masterclass and really attend the session every single day. It's a lot. It's 1 hour every day, so be proud of yourself. You're already taking the first action step towards the change, and the purpose of this masterclass is really to create this momentum of doing one action step after another, tiny one, but keep making them on your way to healthier, happier you. And so I would like to explain what is change and what is transformation, what is the difference. So as I said, we can change for various reasons. We can do diet in January, we can do a dry January, we can do anything that we want for a short period of time, and it works. But transformation is something that we're looking for complete significant alteration in behavior that's coming from within. So that will be something that we know the outcome is joy, is expansion, is exploration, compared to change is something that is measurable. So you can say, okay, I didn't have a pizza for 1 month. Instead of transformation, you will choose not to have the pizza because you feel much better without pizza, because you know if you eat this pizza it will make you sluggish. So you recognize already what it's, so the change coming from within. You don't need external validation, and it comes from inside, and so it's creative, it's open-minded, it's really coming from it can come from the moment. Sometimes the transformation can happen just like this, or it can take lifetime. I was telling this story last time. I can tell you today as well. There is a Miller's work about the motivation interviewing, and he's using his client. It was a businessman, and he was smoking cigarettes, and his wife called him one afternoon if he can pick up the girls. And so he went to his car, and he planned, okay, so I will go to the school, and on the way I will pick up my cigarettes, and then I will pick up the girls after I buy cigarettes, and then we can drive home. But of course there was a traffic, he had some delay, and so he was passing the school to buy the cigarettes, and he could see that the girls already waiting in front of the school. It was cold, it was rainy, and he looked at the girls, and he carried on driving because he wanted the cigarettes so much. He bought the cigarettes, he drove back, he picked up the girls, and when they went in the car, they were sitting in the back seats, and then when he was driving and he saw the faces in the back mirror, he could see that this is the children are the most important in his life, and he chose the cigarette addiction over the children. And this is where our actions are not in line with our deep values and behaviors, and this is when he changed his decision just like that. It was within seconds. It was decision made. I was like, I'm quitting this, I'm not doing this anymore. So as you can see, we have sometimes this moment when this happened like that. Sometimes it takes longer, but this is something that we can do that, and you can do that. And today I want to tell you what are the steps of the change, what is the stages of change, so you can find yourself where you are, and then you can move slowly up and up, and then you can really succeed. What we're doing, you can actually implement. So the first stage is pre-contemplation. How you find out that these people are in like pre-contemplators. So everybody knows that the person has a problem, but he doesn't think there's a problem. Typical example: if a wife goes with husband to a doctor and tell the doctor, listen, can you tell him that he has a heart attack, he should stop drinking the beer, he should stop eating the sugar, otherwise he will have second heart attack. And so he goes there with his wife, but he knows he will never change. So this is someone who is in this stage pre-contemplation. Then you have people who are in contemplation. That means that people know, hi Mileta, people know that they have a problem, but their attitude is like this. So I really love the Snickers bars, and there's a Halloween now, so I start after Halloween. But actually there is a Christmas, and actually before holiday season there is a Thanksgiving, and then actually in February there's my birthday, and then it's Easter. So maybe I try start in May. So these contemplators, they always looking for the magical moment to happen, and then they say, okay, I do it, which this will never happen. And then if you move up, because the change is a spiral, it's not kind of linear. We go up and down on this kind of, if you imagine, it's like staircase. And there is a preparation. It's someone that sign up for the course, sign up for this masterclass, someone who will buy running shoes, or sign up for the yoga, or do some little tiny steps towards the goal that they want to do. But it's still far away from the action, but that's the step beforehand. It can take short time or longer time, depends, but this is the stage before the action. And the action is it's you here. You are in the action stage because you sign up for this masterclass. And again, I celebrate you, I appreciate you, because I'm so happy you did that, because you know you have to change something. You know that you have to improve your metabolic health, that you maybe you need this energy, you need to lose weight, you want to be there for your husband, for your kids, you want to be more energized, feel full of vitality. So, and that's the action stage. This is when people really put stick in the ground and say, tell our family, listen, I'm not doing this anymore. I am changing the way how I eat. I will clean the pantry. I will not eat gluten I will do the elimination diet, and slowly implement these little steps towards the goal that they're doing. It's important always to do little goals, because that's how you succeed, instead of making some big goals that will just be too difficult to achieve. And then is the maintenance. That is someone who maybe did this transformation 6 months ago, and he would say, okay, I'm just keep doing this work because it's working for me, and I don't go back. I did my transformation. I will never eat pizza again. So this is, for example, a situation when someone who would eat pizza, the whole pizza in Friday night, would now have 1 or 2 slices, and then say, okay, I'm not eating more because I love myself so much that I want to just feel good. And then they have soup, or they have salad, or they say, no, I'm fine. I'm actually satiated, and I'm just happy as it is. So those are the stages of change, and we go up and down always. People go from contemplation to preparation. And we can fall off the wagon, and just it's important just go back, and that's how it goes. So that's why it's no point to really push someone to do some work. I never pushed my husband to cut sugar. When I did my transformation, I never pushed him, because I know it will not work. But when COVID happened and he could see how many people having this transforming result, he said, well, I think I will do that as well, because it's just, I can't believe this what's happening. Oh, hi Nicole. What's happening to these people? They just having such a great results, and so did it. And he can't look back as either, because it works. It always works. So it's something that I want to really, I want to remove the shame, I want to remove the guilt, and I just want that you are focused on yourself, on your why. So why this is the I want to actually do that tomorrow, but I do it tomorrow. I don't spoil it today. We play game tomorrow. Because I will have some bonus session tomorrow and Sunday and some next week, because I really want that you implement what you learned this week, and so you can really take the momentum, take advantage of this, because this is the energy how you can flow. Because if you learn something and then you will not do it, you lose the momentum that you learn. So it's something I want to encourage you. And so I just want for you to see the transformation, that it's like, I would compare it to acorn and oak tree. If you look at the acorn, it's like this tiny little thing that has this energy, this vitality, these nutrients that can turn into the whole ecology, like this big oak tree. And but you can't tell by looking at it. And life has as well these transformative qualities. So I just want to tell you that if you're ready, you can transform your life as well, just like the acorn into the oak tree. And because we have this quality, as life has this quality, and you have that as well. It's just that we have to get to that stage when we say, okay, I'm doing it now. So take your time, but don't lose the momentum. Do the little tiny step that will lead you to the correct direction. And as well, I want to mention that all transformation requires change or involves change, but not all change. All change does not require transformation. So what I mean by that is that you can take a diet 5 times a year, but you never can transform anything. You just start the diet and you finish diet and start another one. But if you transform, you do something that requires all these little changes, but then you will have the result that comes from within. And this is how you don't need the external validation, and you will just know what is good for you and for your body. And that's where the whole healing is. And we as well know that the most individuals find themselves to recycling through the stages of changes, as I told you, relapsing and before the change it's truly established, that you're going towards the maintenance, towards the transformation, because it can take time. For some people it's quick, for some people it's slow. But we as well know that if people from the decision, because it's all, of course, it's our brains, our mind, how we think about things. But what if the first step, if you initiate the first step within 24 hours, we know that 80 to 90% of people will have success. And I can tell you that from these master classes that I'm running now, for a few times, I think this is the 5th one. So I can tell you that people who book a call with me as first time, and then they join the program as a first, they always have the best results, because they just committed and they just are ready to do the work. So I can just prove the science, that science works, and that's just take your pace. But please promise me you do little tiny steps, what you learn from now on, because you will feel much better in your body, and you will be more confident, you will sleep better, you will probably lose weight, and you will just be healthier. And what I want to share with you today as well is, so I'm sure it's clear what is the difference. We don't talk about diet here, we don't talk about any of these it's we have to involve the whole thinking, and we working here on all levels, on emotional level, on mental, on spiritual, because it's all together. And I was once listening to the presentation of in functional medicine of the Dr. Class, and she was saying that she had a patient, and the patient came to her practice, and she first saw she first saw her documentation, like the chart, and she saw, oh, she is a third stage 3 ovarian cancer. And so she was already thinking what she will be doing with her. And then the lady came, and she was like this vibrant, really healthy looking lady with confidence, and just, you know, looking very healthy and full of energy. And she was thinking, oh, I probably have a wrong patient. And she said, so they find out that she's the correct patient. And then she said, wow, so I understood that you had the stage 3 ovarian cancer. And she said, oh, that, the lady. And the doctor said, well, tell me more about all that. So this was the moment for the patient when she realized. So luckily it was years ago, and she was able to remove the cancer successfully. And because she has some great surgeon, and the treatment was successful. But this lady realized that her time is the most precious commodity, that the life is short game, and she completely changed her life, because she came to this practice, to this doctor, because she wanted to run some huge marathon. So this, you can see here example that sometimes we need this diagnosis to change the life that leads to transformation, because otherwise we just don't get this message. It's like, for me, I would never be here talking about gut microbiome and food if I didn't have my rosacea that shook me so much that I have to I was looking for alternative routes, because I know that I don't want to take these antibiotics for another 6 months. And this is where that's why your why is so important. So why you want to be healthy, for what is it, the something that it's, you know, inside the big why, bigger than you want to be just you know, lose weight. And so I wanted to share that with you, and as well how important is social network. That's why how important is to tell, when you're ready, to tell your family that you're doing this work, that you are preparing your own food, that you are cleaning your pantry, and that you will be doing things a bit different. Because we know that, you know, a social network really is influencing everything. So you will have a similar BMI to your friends. You will have a similar way of thinking like your friends. And so, for example, you know, if you know that with this friend you always drink martini, you need, in this early stage, you have to say, oh, I cannot go with her because I ended up drinking martini. Is that strong social connection? I know you can recognize it. Or if you know that your friend is always ordering dessert at the end, and she might order 3 and eat it by herself, then you know that you don't go with this friend out, because you ended up eating dessert that evening. So this, we know that from science, and I can tell you as well that it's I'm sure you can recognize it as well, that we so influenced. I was recently posting in social media that if you whoever order food first in the restaurant set the tone. So you know, it's a good idea to always be first at the table, so you set the tone. That but some people, they don't mind. So I just want to tell you that it's really important that you cherish this momentum, that you keep going. It's really important, because otherwise you know, some people are here for the second time, maybe you are here for third time, because sometimes life happened, we cannot you know, sometimes we have you know, set event in the family, so we cannot attend this. We feel like we don't have time for ourselves, but most of the time we have to find, because it's super important to our life, because health is everything, that it's most pressure that we can have. And so that was that. And as well, that I would like to share with you the method that we kind of go through, and that's I put a little bit it's creased, but I think you will see it. So this is the DRRN method that always works with everyone if they follow the steps. If they don't follow the steps, of course nothing works if you don't follow the steps. And if you don't you know, my mentor, Kelly Roach, she always says that you can change your life if you invest 1 hour a day. And she's so right, because imagine that if you invest every day 1 hour for yourself, in terms of, for example, you will cook your food in the morning, or just invest 1 hour. You know, if your child wants to learn gymnastics, if they invest 1 hour every day, they will be excellent in gymnastics. If you want to learn language, if you speak every day 1 hour, you will learn the language pretty well. And same is with health. If you invest 1 hour a day for yourself, you will have great results. And it's not only about cooking, it's about maybe, you know, taking care of your mind, to be really and less stressed and more in meditative state, to be more moving instead of sitting, to be sleeping well. All these things, it can really, 1 hour a day will change your life. And so I want to share this with you. This happened when people invest in themselves. So first step is define. This is when you find yourself, people usually are ready to do this work, because you know, I cannot help someone that it's not ready. This will never be successful journey. And so define requires all these steps that you learn this week. So that means cleaning the pantry. So this one you can do yourself. I will tell you how to do that. So define requires the, you know, cleaning the pantry, deciding what you do first, if you cut sugar, if you do it together with gluten, if you follow elimination diet. This is when functional medicine teaches, when we take all of this trigger food away for 20 to 28 days. And then people having usually really great results, because they do really deep dive into usually when people do elimination diet, they will find themselves at the end actually decluttering completely their life, because it leads them to a decision as well who they meet, you know, other habits that they have before they don't want to carry on. So it's really great tool. So this is always like focusing on toxins, on glyphosate. You know, people with allergy, and they still spraying their lawn with the Roundup. Of course, we know that the Roundup, glyphosate, is detrimental for our gut health. As I told you, it's linked to leaky gut. I told you about it, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, session 2 or 3. And so it's something that we have to really work on, the whole complex its system. And so we look at that, to medication, and how to really take off the processed food, which really is detrimental to our health, to anyone. Processed food is not food that we should be eating as humans. As a cow should be really eating only grass and not Smarties or something else. So replace is the second stage. So of course this is just a quick run, but I think you have idea what define means. Define means that you will just, you know, declutter your life with things that you should take out, and you replace it with nourishing meals. You replace it with activities that gives you energy instead of taking you energy. You will replace it with you know, the fats, the food that you learned this week. You will you, instead of the white toast bread, you will have the whole grain and things like that. So that's replacing, because we don't want, this is not about you know, taking out sugar and never have it again. It's not about stopping alcohol and never have a glass of wine again, but it's about finding the balance for you that is best for you, because we know that spinach is great vegetable medicine, food as medicine, and for someone this can be really triggering something, because it's high histamine food. So it's something that we have to always keep in mind, that this is kind of template, this is general speaking, and we have to find little, but we can all agree, I think the science can agree, that processed food is no, a big no. And so that's the quickly replace. Okay, as well the water. So you know, instead of soda, you can drink, you know, kombucha. Great, I carry it everywhere here, or water. So that's something that you do. And then is rebalance. And the rebalance, rebalance is the next step. This one you can do within, it can take months or it can take weeks. If you already, if someone did the transformation, you go back to this and you follow the steps again, because it will be very difficult to thinking of probiotics if you have still milka in your cabinet, if you are in this craving phase. So that's why you need to be strategic how you do that, because it will not work. It will not help that you have probiotics in with your lunch, and there is a chocolate waiting in your pantry, and that you will just, because you remember what is in your kitchen, it is in your stomach. That's why it's so important to do the prepare. We are in the 7 months program. It is a huge focus on preparation. The whole week we just thinking about what doesn't go in the kitchen, that you don't sneak, and in a bad moment when you're tired or maybe when you're just bored, you just go and take it. So this is super important. And the rebalance is so that's to add to that is this week when you think about the rainbow vegetables, we talk about we think about the gut microbiome, and then you're balancing your way of how you want to live that feels good for you. And this is when people realize that the body is telling them what to eat, and this is the place where you want to be. And this is not last, but this is like, this never ends. Nourish your body for life, nourish for life. And this is when you see food as medicine. You implement fasting the correct way. You know what is good, how to really improve your sleep, how to you feel the joy, and so this is very, very shortly explain the technique that I'm using in my programs. And only for those who are ready, we will be opening new class. In 2 weeks time we will start, and so please, if you are ready and you need my support, please sign up, because I want to invite you there, because I can really help you if you're ready. If you tried so many times the diets, and if you really want to make this work, then just join the program. I will be sharing the link below now. As we are growing, I will be throwing as well some bonuses only of this masterclass, because I'm opening classes only a few times a year. So take this advantage if you are ready, of course, because this will be now. I told you with this week already, one of the clients that joined in February, she lost already 30 pounds, and she just texted me that it transformed her life since she joined, and we have still 4 months to go. So you can imagine where she will be in 7 months. And then it will be easier, because we need to cement these habits. That's why it takes so long. And I did before. So you can do some course for 1 month. I did myself as well. I was helping people for months, but then I ended up helping them longer, because 1 month just too short time. And then as well I was doing 7 weeks, and it was a bit better, but still it was too short time, because it goes so fast. With this one, we know as well from science, because of this cycle of change, you have to give yourself the luxury of time to do this properly and for good. And that's why I really want to invite you, come and join us if you are ready to do this work, because you will succeed. I can guarantee anything, because you will do the work, but I can give you my hand. I can give you the tools that are there, and I can give you my time to help you to make you accountable and support you, so you can do the work without pain and struggle, and really just be going from all these stages to transformation, that you feel amazing. This is my promise to you, that I will be there for you on every step on the way. And so I have to go. The plane will arrive in half an hour, so I want to be there. And tomorrow I will be doing a bonus session. So I will tell you, and we will play this game of why. I will tell you everything tomorrow. So have a look in the Facebook group, And I am so happy that I could spend this time, this week with you, because and really celebrate yourself, because it's a big thing. You know, I know how it took me so much time when I did my kind of transformation. It took me 10 months. 10 months I didn't have this. You know, I didn't have anyone, because the gut microbiome was just coming out. I read the first scientific paper on that 12 years ago, was the first one, and luckily I found Mark Hyman and found functional medicine 12 years ago that inspired me so well that I just completely shift my way how I practice medicine, and how I live my life, and how I live and help my patients and my family as well, because that's where it all started. We all kind of got better, and so I want the same for you. So please, you can do the first action step. You can buy your shoes for running. You can buy some NutriBullet for making smoothies in the morning, or you can do you can sign up for yoga lesson, or you can schedule a call with me. Do one of these action steps, please, because don't lose this momentum of that we created this week, because after 1 week it will be gone and you would not remember anything. I can promise you that. We know that from many other, whatever we do, that if you runner and you stop running for 1 week, you will be off a week after. I know it. If I did surgery and then I went for holiday for 1 week, I came back, my hands were split. It's just with everything. It's like with riding a bike. So don't lose the momentum. Do one little action steps that can help you to move. And for those who are really serious, just schedule a call with me, because I can really help you, and I will be happy to do that. So I have to go. So it was lovely to see you tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Please, any questions if you're watching replay. I'm sorry I went a little bit earlier, but I hope you don't mind. You will find it here anyway as a recording, so you can watch on your own time. And please put a question if you want to know more about anything, and schedule a call with me so I can help you to do some plan for you some action steps. It's no commitment. It's free of charge. Just schedule call me. Don't be scared. I don't bite. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Nicole, again to be here, and I will see everyone tomorrow.